All right, listen up, you beautiful people. You ever dreamt of experiencing Dubai, the city of gold? The skyscrapers, the desert, the sheer extravagance of it all? Well, you're in the right place. This isn't just another travel vlog. This is your ultimate guide to navigating Dubai like a pro. We're talking visas, the best time to go, where to stay without breaking the bank, and how to get around this sprawling metropolis. Trust me, by the time this video is over, you're going to be itching to book that flight and experience the magic for yourself. We're talking Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, insane water parks, desert adventures, gold souks that'll make your jaw drop. You name it, Dubai's got it. And we're going to break it all down step by step so you can plan your dream trip without any stress. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up and get ready to dive into everything Dubai has to offer. Let's do this. First things first, let's talk visas. Nobody wants to be that person stuck at the airport, right? The good news is citizens of many countries get a free visa on arrival. Yeah, you heard that right, free. We're talking US, UK, most of Europe, Australia, Canada, Japan. The list goes on, and this is important, check the official UAE government website, just to be 100% sure. Rules change, and you don't want any surprises. Now, for those who need to apply for a visa beforehand, don't sweat it. The process is pretty straightforward. You can apply online or through your local UAE embassy or consulate. Just make sure you have all the necessary documents, like your passport with at least 6 months of validity remaining, a recent photo, proof of travel insurance, and maybe a bank statement to show you've got some dirhams to spend. It's always better to be over-prepared than denied entry, am I right? All right, visas sorted. Let's move on to the good stuff. Dubai's in the desert, which means one thing, scorching summers. Seriously, we're talking temperatures that could melt asphalt. So, unless you're immune to heat stroke, avoid going between June and September. Trust me on this one. The sweet spot, October to April. The weather is perfect, sunny, warm, with a nice breeze. Think beach days, outdoor adventures, and exploring the city without turning into a puddle of sweat. Now, if you're into deals, consider visiting during the shoulder seasons, April to May and September to October. Fewer crowds, cheaper flights and hotels, it's a win-win. Plus, you'll still get some of that glorious Dubai sunshine. Just remember, pack accordingly. Light clothes for the day, a light jacket or sweater for the cooler evenings, and maybe an umbrella if you're visiting during the winter months when it can get a little rainy. All right, let's move on. All right, so you've got your visa, you've booked your flights for the perfect time of year. Next up, where the heck are you going to crash? Dubai's got everything from those crazy 7-star hotels you've seen on Instagram to hostels that won't break the bank. Seriously, no matter what your budget is, you can find a place in Dubai that feels right. First things first, you've got to figure out what kind of vibe you're going for. Want to be right in the thick of it, like walking distance to the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Mall. Downtown's calling your name. More into the beach bum life? Look into places along Jumeirah Beach Residence, aka JBR. Trust me, the beach there is insane. Now let's talk budget. If you're balling on a budget, hostels in Dubai are surprisingly decent. You can snag a bed for like $20 a night. Stepping it up a notch, you've got your mid-range hotels, which are super comfortable, usually with a pool, and some even throw in breakfast. And then you've got the insane luxury hotels that Dubai is known for. Think underwater suites, private butlers, the whole 9 yards. Look, no matter where you choose to stay, Dubai is going to blow your mind. This city is on another level. Just promise me you'll do your research, read some reviews, and pick a place that gets you pumped for your trip. Okay, so you've landed in Dubai, you've dumped your bags at the hotel. Now it's time to explore this massive, futuristic city. Good news is, getting around Dubai is a breeze. They've got one of the cleanest, most efficient public transportation systems I've ever seen. Plus, taxis are everywhere. Let's start with the metro. It's like the subway, but on steroids. Super modern, air-conditioned, crucial in that Dubai heat, and it'll get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. We're talking 2 main lines that run the length of the city, plus a tram that goes out to the Palm Jumeirah. Yeah, that insane man-made island shaped like a palm tree. You can take the metro there. Then you've got the buses. They might not be as glamorous as the metro, but they're a solid option, especially if you're going somewhere the metro doesn't quite reach. Just download the RTA app, that's the Roads and Transport Authority, and you can plan your whole journey, see bus times, the whole deal. Of course, you can always grab a taxi. They're everywhere in Dubai and surprisingly affordable. Just make sure you're getting in a legit taxi with a meter, not one of those sketchy unmarked cars. We'll dive deeper into the taxi situation in the next chapter, so stay tuned. Alright, let's talk taxis in Dubai. Like I said, they're everywhere. Seriously, you can usually flag one down on the street in under a minute. But there are a few things you need to know to navigate the Dubai taxi game like a pro. First off, make sure you're getting in a real taxi. Look for the ones with the illuminated taxi sign on top and the RTA logo on the side. They should be painted in those distinctive colors: pink, orange, green, whatever. Just avoid any unmarked cars that try to pick you up, no matter how good of a deal they offer. Not worth the risk. Once you're in, make sure the driver starts the meter. It's required by law and it'll save you from any surprise charges at the end of your ride. The fares are pretty reasonable, starting at around 12 dirhams, which is like $3. And hey, if you're feeling generous, tips are always appreciated, but not mandatory. One more thing. Dubai has these things called ladies' taxis. They're pink, driven by women, and only pick up women and children. So if you're a lady traveling solo or with kids, that's a super safe and convenient option. Alright, so you're in Dubai and you need to get around. You could hail a cab, sure, but have you considered the Dubai Metro? It's clean, it's efficient, and it's a great way to see the city without breaking the bank. We're talking air-conditioned comfort, folks. The Dubai Metro has two main lines, the Red Line and the Green Line. The Red Line runs along Sheikh Zayed Road, which is basically the spine of Dubai. Think Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall, all the big hitters. The Green Line takes you through some older parts of Dubai, like Dira and Bur Dubai, where you can find the spice souks and the gold souk. Seriously, it's insane. Now, fares are super cheap, especially compared to taxis. You buy a Knoll card, it's like a metro card, and you can use it on the metro, buses, even the tram. Just tap in, tap out, you know the drill. One thing though, be careful about the different cabins. They have gold class, which is a bit fancier, and women and children only cabins. Look, the metro is the fastest way to get around, especially during rush hour. Trust me, you don't want to be stuck in Dubai traffic. It's like the entire city is trying to get to a sale at the mall all the time. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, Casey, I want to see the sights, but I don't want to worry about metro lines and timetables. I got you. That's where the hop-on/hop-off bus comes in. Think of it as a theme park ride, but for sightseeing. You hop on, you hop off, you see the Burj Al Arab, you grab a shawarma, you hop back on. These buses are everywhere in Dubai. They cover all the major tourist spots, the Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, the Palm Jumeirah, you name it. And they've got commentary in a bunch of languages, so you can actually learn something while you're at it. It's not just about the gram, people. Now, here's the beauty of this thing. You buy a ticket, usually for 24 or 48 hours, and you can hop on and off as many times as you want. See something interesting? Hop off, take your photos, grab a bite, hop back on the next bus. No need to hail cabs or figure out the metro. Plus, these buses often include perks like free entry to attractions or discounts at restaurants. It's like a 2-for-1 deal on sightseeing and saving money. And who doesn't love a good deal? I know I do. All right, so we've talked about the metro, we've talked about buses, but what about seeing Dubai from the water? Yeah, you heard me right. This city's got canals, it's got a creek, it's practically begging you to explore it by boat. And trust me, it's a whole different perspective. First up, we got Abras. These are traditional wooden boats, kind of like water taxis, that have been around forever. They're super cheap, like a couple of dirhams a ride, and they're a great way to experience the old-school charm of Dubai. We're talking cruising down Dubai Creek. Seeing the dhows loaded with goods, feeling the wind in your hair, it's pretty epic. Now, if you're feeling a little fancy, you can always hail a water taxi. These are more modern boats, obviously, and they're a bit pricier than Abras, but they're also faster and more comfortable. Plus, you can hire them for private trips, so you can cruise around the Palm Jumeirah or the Dubai Marina like a boss. And hey, if you really want to splurge, you can even charter a yacht. I'm talking champagne wishes and caviar dreams, people. But hey, I'm just here to give you options. Whether you're on a shoestring budget or you're rolling in dirhams, there's a water-based adventure in Dubai waiting for you. All right, so you're packing for Dubai. Good news is it's not as strict as some people think. Bad news is there's still a line, you know? We're talking about a place with deep cultural roots. Gotta respect that. Think of it this way, you're not in your living room anymore. Out in public, especially religious spots, gotta cover up. Shoulders, knees, the works. Lightweight clothes are key, it's hot, yo. Ladies, a scarf in your bag, lifesaver. Mosque visit, boom, instant respect. Guys, leave those muscle tees at home, all right? Unless you're at the beach, then flex away. Bottom line, common sense goes a long way. Dress comfy, but respectfully. You'll blend right in, enjoy the trip even more. Trust me on that. All right, let's talk money. Dubai. Expensive, right? Well, yes and no. Depends if you're rolling like a sheikh or watching your wallet. Flights, yeah, those can sting a bit, but once you're there, man, you got options. Hostels for the budget traveler, swanky hotels if you're feeling fancy. Food? Street food's your best friend, delicious and easy on the wallet. Now activities, that's where things can add up. Burj Khalifa, pricey. Desert safari, worth it, but not cheap. Here's the thing though, free stuff exists. Beaches, souks, wandering around, all free. So, how much we talking? Look, a week in Dubai, you could swing it on a few $100 if you're careful. Go all out, sky's the limit, plan ahead, budget right, you'll be golden. All right, real talk, landing in a new country, language barrier, that's stressful, man. But Dubai, chill. English is everywhere. Seriously, it's like their unofficial second language. Street signs, menus, taxis, you name it, English is there. Why? Well, Dubai's like the melting pot of the world. Everyone's there, so English kind of became the common ground. Now, doesn't mean you shouldn't try a few Arabic phrases. Shukran for thank you always goes a long way. Shows respect, makes you look good, win-win. But honestly, even if you totally blank on the Arabic, don't sweat it. Someone, somewhere will speak English. You'll be able to find your way, order your food, no problem, promise. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, food. Dubai is a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in its food scene. You've got everything here from street food vendors slinging shawarma that'll blow your mind to Michelin-star restaurants serving up culinary masterpieces. One thing you have to try is the local Emirati cuisine. Think slow-cooked lamb with aromatic spices, fluffy rice dishes studded with nuts and raisins, and sweet, sticky desserts. It's like a flavor explosion in your mouth. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Now, let's talk about alcohol. Dubai does have a more conservative approach to alcohol compared to some other places. You can usually find it in licensed restaurants, bars, and clubs that are often part of hotels. Just remember, drink responsibly. No one wants to see a repeat of that crazy night in Vegas, am I right? Stay tuned, because up next we're going to dive into some things you definitely shouldn't do in Dubai. It's all about respecting the local culture and staying on the right side of the law. Stick around. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground from visas to food, but now it's time to get real for a second. Dubai is an amazing place, but it's also got its own set of rules and customs, you know, like anywhere else in the world. First off, public displays of affection. Keep it PG, people. No, seriously, too much PDA can actually get you in trouble here. And while we're on the topic of things that might land you in hot water, dress respectfully. Especially in public areas and religious sites. Drugs are a big no-no, like a really big no-no. Dubai has zero tolerance for drug use, possession, or trafficking. And trust me, you don't want to mess with the legal system here. Look, I'm not trying to scare you, but you gotta be smart when you travel. Be respectful, be mindful, and you'll have an incredible time. Now, let's wrap this up. So there you have it. Your ultimate guide to Dubai. We've covered everything from visas and transportation to food and cultural etiquette. Dubai is an incredible city that has something to offer everyone. Whether you're into adrenaline-pumping adventures, luxurious experiences, or cultural immersion, you're going to find it here. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and adventures. Until next time, safe travels.